storm. It showed up beautifully on our radar too. We're looking out the window now. I mean, gray skies. It is something. So the storms up here in the northern portion of Tangipahoa Parish, then extending into St. Charles Parish, that's a strong storm, right over Lafourche and into Terrebonne. All of this is generally moving to the east-northeast. Let me show you what's happening. And when you look at this, you can see 1, 2, 3, basically 4 strong storms that are moving northeast across the area. So I have been doing storm tracks on this, and I have to keep moving it forward really quickly. It's moving northeast at 55 miles per hour. So Sheridan right there at 7:49, Varnado at 8:25. This storm, too, moving really quickly to the northeast. It's going to Columbia at 8:14. We can look at the rainfall rates. Sometimes because it's moving so quickly, it's hard to get a good query on it, but we're getting a half an inch to an inch of rain an hour is the rainfall rate right over the northern portion of I-55 before you get to I-12. That's where you've got some heavy rain too. And then you've got a strong storm right there over Norco. Look at how it's racing to the northeast. Kenner 656, Lacombe at 850. So that storm is really moving northeast at about 50 miles per hour. Here's another one, this one going a little bit more to the east, a whole lot of lightning. Now that's a Bow Echo. That indicates that you've got strong gusty winds, could be 58 miles per hour. Lafitte, it's going to be there at about 7:59. Wanted to show this so you can see it's right over Luling. Here's Kenner, here's Wagaman moving to the northeast. I had to come out wider so you could see that storm track moving right over the airport heading towards Slidell at 8:46. Not too much rain right now on the causeway. That's good news. And then we've got some rain and storms moving to the north right over South Mississippi. But the main line in our viewing area right now and the potential for locally heavy rain. We do have a flood warning that's been in effect for the Baton Rouge area. The lakefront about 1 3/4 of an inch of rain. And there you can see not much rain yet at the airport, about 1/100th of an inch of rain. Now let's go to meteorologist Devin Lucy's got some great advice on where to be in a severe storm and the timing of all of this moving out.
Yeah, that's exactly right here. Margaret, I'm watching what's happening with you, and what I want to show are those lightning strikes here, that they're actually picking up in a little bit of intensity here. Let's stay with this here for a little bit and where I am and just talk to you for a moment. You can see with those lightning strikes as they really pick up here in intensity, that means that we can have some and will have some strengthening storms for you. So that's one thing to look at because they are coming in right now in towards parts of the metropolitan area. So that is the big deal for us, is to continue to watch the strengthening of those storms, because as they move on shore, that still poses a risk as we're under that tornado watch that's there. Let's see where we've had the reports so far. We can go ahead and take this vantage point for you. You go all the way north into Mississippi, where the tornadoes have been reported today, where most of the tornado warnings had been. But now we're starting to move these thunderstorms into environments that are still conducive with spin in the atmosphere and potential for tornadoes. So from now up until 6 through 6 here, then 7 o'clock hour, well, it is 6 o'clock, so now up through the 7 o'clock hour up till 8. This is where most of our population is going to be getting these storms and still have the chance of rotation to be within, or strong wind gusts. Haven't had much in the way of hail reports, but by 11 o'clock tonight, these are all done. They're all passed, and so by tomorrow morning as we wake up and get going, everything's done. So to put it in another perspective, now up through 9, most of us to get these storms through. If you're east of New Orleans, you're into the Mississippi Gulf Coast, and you're into parts of southern Plaquemines, and that's where the storms will arrive much, much later. And another way to look at the specific timing for it, still where the greatest threat and risk is in the North Shore, is now through about 8 o'clock here tonight. Houma to Belle Chase, the storm's already there, at least past Houma, into you and racing east until 7:30. In the metro area, that 6:30 to 9 o'clock hour is really the timing, and then again points east from here. So as Margaret mentioned, I wanted to show what was going to happen for the best place to be in your safe rooms that are there. When you look at it from top-down levels, it's going to be right in the center part of your home. Sometimes typically it can be a bathroom or a closet. That's the best place to be if a tornado-warned storm comes your way. As many walls in between you and the outside, That's what you'd want to do, is to put that in place. You look at the bigger pictures that fronts through, much better weather is going to arrive. So Covington, prepare for storms over the next couple of hours. Belle Chase, the next hour to two when those storms arrive. But as I just showed, once this front is through, much cooler air is going to drop in, and we are all done with a severe threat for a while. We lead towards the weekend. A look to that, and things much, much better to come your way.
Yeah, just got to get through tonight. All right, thank you so much, Devin.